What's going on, Fortnite fans? My name's Luke-thenotable, and in this video, we're going to be playing Disco Domination. Disco Domination has recently taken over Fortnite's casual scene, replacing 50v50. And it's just great. Oh yeah, yes! I got 20 games, we'll get it done in about 10 minutes, and then you can go back to spending your entire life savings on V-Bucks. Use my creator code before all reckless financial decisions. Enough plugging! Let's get into the video. Game 1, we weren't exactly sure how to play this new game mode, but that's okay, it's pretty simple. I went Tilted Towers because it was a central location and inside the safe circle. After scrounging around for some basic loot, Tors and I flew directly to the nearest disco floor. These are the objectives in Disco Domination, and you dance to capture them. It plays exactly like King of the Hill, Domination, Control, any of those game modes that are popular in other games. However, because this is Fortnite, you can build fortresses around the disco dance floors, and the building aspects of Fortnite's core gameplay make attacking and defending in this mode very fun. In the end, remember that we went into this game mode without knowing anything about it, and because of that, we lost. That's fine though, cause like 50v50, win or lose, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, whether you win or you lose, you get about the same amount of XP, and these wins don't count as official squad wins. Time for game 2. This one I was craving a little bit more action, and Disco Domination can be one of the best modes to do that. This is because in Disco Domination, you can respawn. For the first time ever in Fortnite, you keep your guns, your ammo, your materials, everything when you die. This leads to a lot of harmless chaos as players die, respawn, then die again. There's a lot of killing. Game 2, I got so lost in the sauce of battle, I didn't even realize we won. By game 3, I fully understood what kind of game mode I was playing. Disco Domination is a casual but fun, control-based game mode in Fortnite with respawning. It's a huge change from normal Fortnite. The stakes are much lower, so it's much more casual and fun. And there's lots of different ways to play this game mode, as you'll find out with the rest of this video. But in these early games, we stayed fairly conservative, stuck to the objective, and won a lot of our games. The squad was strong, winning games left and right. But in these first 4 games, we didn't know that much about the game mode. Our strategy wasn't that clean. But honestly, this mode's so casual, sometimes you'll win for almost no reason at all. But in game 5, we're talking real strats now. You might notice that I'm dropping very far away from the safe circle. That's because I don't intend on surviving. I dropped to the fringe of the map, looted all of Junction, Haunted Hills, and the castle on top of Haunted Hills. Then with my mountains of juicy loot, I let the storm kill me. You'll respawn right in the circle with all of your weapons, all of your materials. It's great! This is a great strategy that will properly arm you for the fight that you'll get in Disco Domination. Enemies are generally going to drop in with about 100 health, so if you have a great weapon, that means quick kills. I mean, who cares if you have to kill yourself at the start of the match? It's all for a good cause. I dropped into the ocean 100 times, and this is what happened. This time I went directly into the middle disco dance floor and was looking for blood. The middle objective in Disco Domination is less an objective that you're actually supposed to control. It's more of a landmark for everyone in the match to meet for maximum carnage. No one actually controls the middle for very long, but it is a hot place to come for some kills. Every respawn I dropped into a situation that I knew would end in my death, but I was happy with that, because at the end of the day, win or lose, Disco Domination is just about the fun of Fortnite. By game 7, I decided to employ my self-destructive strategy every single time. Drop in, get good loot, then jump into the ocean. At the end of the day, who really cares about the objective? In this game mode, you get about the same amount of XP at the end of the game, whether you win or lose, whether you get 1 kill or 20 kills. I do prefer the tactical shotgun in Disco Domination, especially when I'm behind enemy lines getting kills. Sometimes you gotta kill multiple enemies at once in rapid succession, and the tac shotty works great for that. But remember, in this game mode, everyone's gonna drop in with about 100 health, so you can kill pretty much everyone with everything. In this game, we lost, but I was still able to get 21 kills. I'm missing game 8, so I'll just take this time to tell you to use my content creator code. I'd really appreciate it, seriously. Game 9, I put the John Wick skin on. Someone was going to cry. Into the ocean I go. Joke's on these guys. After completing my suicide mission, I had great loot for killing. Oh yeah, blue tack, switching it up to the purple SMG. I was good. And hey, when you die, you just fly right back in. Gunfire comes from so many different directions that a lot of times if you're sitting in the center hill, it's hard to tell exactly where you're getting shot from, and that allowed me to get so many kills camping in Tilted Towers. I was able to rack up 15 kills sitting in this little shack. But with respawns and flying, it's hard to camp somewhere forever. I was dead when we won that one. Hooray! Game 10, it was a pretty close game, so I was trying to play to the objective. Here's a pro tip when you're trying to take a dance floor: build a little corner and dance inside of it. Not only will it keep you safe, but it will also save you some materials. This game was great because it's one of the rare times that Disco Domination will actually come down to the wire. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's awesome. Game 11, I had a pretty hard time killing myself. Remember kids, 6 stairs up, then jump. It's just good clean Fortnite fun. Death doesn't really matter, and that allows you to do crazier and more interesting things. Or if you're not feeling crazy and interesting, you can just go for points. I said at the start of this video, there's a lot of different ways to play the game. Game 12, I had very little loot. However, I think thanks to the carefree nature of this game mode, even if you don't have a lot of loot, you can get kills. In Game 12, we were losing by quite a bit of points near the middle of the match. So Torres and I focused on the objective, capturing points and dominating the other team. The disco dance floors are worth more points in the later stages of the game. Part of the reason why the suicide strategy works so well. The early game just doesn't matter, and with just the 2 of us, we were able to come back and win the game. Jake was on the squad too, but he didn't help. Game 13, I had the best loot in this series so far. I built up a seemingly innocent metal structure on the spire outside Salty Springs. It perfectly overlooked the A dance floor. I was getting so many kills, I was too far away for any of these guys to even notice that I was up here. I mean, sure, I took a stray bullet every now and then, but not much fire. I was able to get 11 kills before someone called the authorities. And in my total neglect of the objective, I lost the game. Luckily, there weren't any lasting consequences. Game 14, I dropped into Junction. I love this place for disco domination, and I'll tell you why. When you drop Junction, you get tons of metal, and building up large metal structures is a great way to defend the outer disco dance floors. Just speaking from experience, if I see a disco dance floor and it has a massive fortress around it with traps and walls and everything, I'm not gonna rush it. I don't know, if ravenous killing isn't your thing, you can have some fun building up some forts outside some disco dance floors. You won't get nearly as many kills, but I guarantee you'll have just as much fun. Game 15, I was continuously harassed by this Ragnarok. Yeah, eventually he did run out of boogie bombs. Not that many interesting things happened. I was having a lot of fun building up different forts around dance floors. I wanted to do a couple games and really test what I could do, but if you've ever played this mode, you know that not many people rush the outskirts, so even if you do build up a fortress to defend a dance floor on the outskirts, it's not likely that someone will even show up. In this particular game, someone did show up, but it didn't matter, because we already won the game. Alright, I promise one last time I'm gonna drop Junction, build a fort. Now we're over here by objective. I designed an enticing quarter made with metal and a freeze trap on it. Yeah, it did freeze me, but that's fine. No one's around. I went with a normal tower design made of metal, and like usual, no one tried to stop me, so I got a chance to get a good look of this outside. I guess I can see why most people steer away from this once they look at it. To me, it doesn't look worth the trouble. Guys, yes! Yes, we have customers! So this second one was kind of a variation on that first design. I knock out this wall so I can shoot anyone inside. You can see those freeze traps worked perfectly. Those freeze traps work like a taser. They don't kill you, but they deter the hell out of you. But that doesn't mean I can't still kill you. So yeah, I camped the rest of the game, but we won. The coolest thing to happen in Game 17 is I slaughtered this Drift and his whole family.
Overkill.
Game 18, the central disco dance floor was inside of Dusty Divot. That is a mouthful, but it was fun! I have a personal attachment to Dusty Divot, so anytime there's rumbling, I'm always down. I was built up near the central location and doing fairly well for myself, but someone managed to huck a grenade in my shelter. No, get out, dude, no! That's alright, at the end of the day, I deserve that. I'm a dirty camper. Oh well, my life is meaningless, and I have a gun. We still lost. Game 19, I tried a new and interesting strategy. Players in Disco Domination will drop in from spawn with 100 health or less. So in this gameplay, I collected 24 mini shields. This was more just an experiment to see how these shields could affect my gameplay in the center of the circle. I did live a lot longer and I got more kills, but I don't think that's attributed to the shields. I'd give more credit to my guns, which is why killing yourself at the start of the match in an attempt to get better guns is always the best strategy. So for the record, no, I don't recommend grabbing 24 shields at the start of every match. Just focus on your guns, kiddos, at least if you're trying to leave your team behind and go for kills. Alright, last game. Game 20. Look at my loot! It is perfect! Perfect! I was having a pretty good time using my loot in the center of the circle to get tons of kills. However, my team was kind of getting sacked on points and I couldn't lose game 20. And in my experience, one good man can win this war. What I'm saying is that if you're a good player and you play to the objective, there's a good chance you could help your team to win. And in game 20, with ice on my feet, the comeback was real. So in short, Disco Domination is a really great new game mode in Fortnite that's casual, fun, and yeah, you can respawn. Now if you liked this video and you want to support all of the content I do, please help me with the Support a Creator event. In any Fortnite store, click on Support a Creator. Enter luke-thenotable. And by doing this, with every V-Buck purchase, you're directly supporting me. Buying skins, buying dances, playing Fortnite, you're helping me. So again, my content creator code is luke-thenotable. Epic Games doesn't know how spaces work, and I would really appreciate if you used that. There are a lot of content creators out there, and I'd really appreciate your individual support. Thank you in advance! But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. It's not a 21 drops video, it's a 20 drops video. Jeffrey! So thank you all for watching. I want for you all to please stay notable, and I will see you in the next video.